Hey everybody, Coach Kim here, stopping by with a quick tip for the day. This is Empowered Living, where you can live above anything that has tried to render you powerless by faith in God and faith in yourself. Listen, the tip for today is, hold on, let me get the tea. It is step it up. How are we going to step it up? On our journey to wholeness. We've been talking about our journey to wholeness. So on our journey to wholeness, there comes a time when you're growing, you're maturing, you're doing your soul work. And on your journey to wholeness, you gain momentum. Recently, I've spoken with a lot of people who going through many different hard things, many different hard life situations, and they feel like, they've hit a pocket. They've, been stuck or whatever. They've been going through the fire. And I just want to encourage you as I encourage them. It's difficult going through some life situations. That is a fact. Okay. But at the end of the day, we have to learn to respond instead of react to our difficult situations. Number one, those situations should be pushing us closer and closer to God and deeper in our relationship with Him. Number two, it gives us an opportunity to believe Him, believe His word, take Him at His word, and come into a deeper level of trust in God and in His word for you. Because if He's already done the greater thing, which is give Jesus Christ for us, how much more as our Father is He going to bless us with the things that we have need of in our lives? And so while His word is working things out in us, because let's be clear, He has not unleashed hell on us. It is His word that is working its assignment in our life. Okay. So that He can get the glory, and so that once we step it up, we are prepared for the blessings that come into our life. So how are we going to step it up? We're going to step it up by just what I just said, in our emotions. I just recently did a Facebook Live on emotions. If you have not seen it, I want to encourage you, head over to my Facebook group, Empowered Living. Catch the replay of the Facebook that I did on emotions. It was so good. I have a couple of things that I talked about on there. Let's see. How emotions are external and how our external situations try to get us to react to different things in life instead of respond. We talked about the good, the bad, the ugly. We talked about anger. We talked about feeling stuck and how our emotions can cloud our judgment. So if you haven't checked that out, go on over to Facebook. Click on the Empowered Living Facebook group. You can pull me up. You'll see me there. Scroll on down and check out that video on emotions. I'm telling you, it's good. I've gotten testimonials back that it completely helped people to break through the place where they were. So with that being said, how are we going to step it up in our emotions? I don't want to say learning to, I want to say disciplining ourselves to respond instead of react. There's a choice in responding. Reacting just is kind of boop, flip, there it is. I'm reacting to a situation without really thinking about it. If I'm responding to it, I'm taking the time to choose. And if I have time to think it through, I will too. But I'm taking the time to choose what I'm going to say, how I'm going to act, how I'm going to give off body language to a certain situation. Okay, so that's how we're going to step it up. We're going to step it up by disciplining our emotions to respond instead of react. Number two, continue to pursue your life vision. even if you're going through a difficult situation, I am a witness. It can be done. It takes discipline. It takes you to block out some time, like I'm doing right now, pursuing my vision. It takes discipline. It takes you to block out some time. It takes a passion to pursue what it is you believe you're called to do, not just at your job, but the thing that makes, you tick. So pursue your vision. No more delay. Decide that you're going to do something each and every day toward your life vision. What is it that you want to do? What is your burden? Okay. What is your burden? What is that thing that you go to bed with at night? You dream about, you wake up with sometimes. That is your burden. And a lot of times the Lord will give us a burden for something. That is our burden. I have a vision to speak and to edify and build up people, to design the lives that they truly want to live. That is my vision. And I want to do that through a mission of speaking, coaching, writing. So that's what I choose to work on each and every day. Sometimes it's a lot, sometimes it's a little, but at the end of the day, I do my very best to try and work on that vision each and every day. So no more delay in your vision. Work on it. Do something every day. Number 3, be encouraged, okay? Be encouraged. In the middle of that word is the word courage. And a lot of times it takes courage to take that next step of faith, to say, you know what, I'm not looking at the situation around me. I'm going to kick fear to the curb, and I am going to encourage myself and continue to move forward, even through these tough times that I'm going through right now. So, and you've got to have the mindset that this too shall pass. Trouble doesn't last always. Just like there's seasons and cycles, there's seasons and cycles that we go through. All right. And how do I know that? Because we're constantly growing. The Lord willing, we're waking up every day. And so with that being said, this too shall pass. One of the verses that God has been really ministering to my heart is in Psalms 18, where he talks about setting you in a large place. Okay. And what he ministered to me is that a lot of times we go through situations that are hot, that are fiery, that we really don't care to be in. But what that word is working out in us is the fact that we've come to a place of resolve, that we're going to trust God no matter what. And yes, it gets hot. Yes, it gets heated. Yes, we have to look certain things and people sometimes in the face and say, no matter what, I'm going to stand with God. I'm going to stand on his word and stand in his promise, because I believe, like it says in Psalm 18, that I'm not always going to feel restricted or be restricted. That blessing is going to come down the pike, and God's going to set me in a large place. Okay. And I believe that I'm standing on that word right now in my life. And I'm standing with you that wherever you feel restricted in your life right now, that God is going to do just that. He's going to set you in a large place. All right. So that you will have some room to grow and some room to build. And that is his heart towards us. In Psalms 18, the psalmist David was in a tough time, and God came to his rescue and set him in a large place. And I believe that he's no respecter of persons, and the same thing that he did for David, he can do for you and me. So I want to encourage you tonight. Step it up. All right. How are we going to step it up? By disciplining our emotions and responding instead of reacting. We're going to pursue our vision. No more delay. And we're going to encourage ourselves with the fact that we have the word of God on it. God promises to set us in a large place. So this too shall pass. This is Coach Kim with Empowered Living, where you can live above anything that has tried to render you powerless by faith in God and faith in yourself. And I know this because he's done it in my life. So that is the tip for today. And with that being said, I'll talk to you real soon. If you need to connect with me in any way, breakthroughwithcoachkim.com is my website. Subscribe. On Facebook, you can come to the Empowered Living Facebook group, where you get daily inspiration, daily instruction, and sometimes, not all the time, a prophetic word to encourage your heart and build you up. So with that being said, good night.